Well, happy Saturday, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Middle of December, I guess the 10th is close enough to the middle of December for me to say that. And it's looking like a typical middle of December Michigan morning out here. It's nice and gray, hint of snow in the air, but I think that was last night, and I think we'll be okay today. But still, a great day to come and dig through new and vintage vinyl here at Radio Wasteland Records. So hopefully your pre-holiday season is in full swing and you are still holding it together. No better way to do so. But let's say a couple of quick good mornings. And I'll see here. Steve is saying, good morning, ready to be enticed by new and exciting music. Okay, we'll find something for you, Steve. I'm quite certain there will be here. Pat says good morning. I'm sorry, Pat says good morning. And then Chuck says good morning. Also, good morning to you guys as well. And thank you so much for being here. So I'm going to have to entice Steve with something. We'll figure that out. Okay. So a big drop yesterday, and I've got a couple of things to talk about before we get to this morning's music and update here at the store. I think last week I had mentioned something along the lines of we were waiting on a shipment. Good morning, Betty. Thanks for watching from Toledo. But I mentioned that we had a shipment go MIA, and it had just on it a bunch of orders. And Steve, by the way, your war box set was one of those orders, but we do have it back in stock. So this shipment from one of our distributors just poof, kind of disappeared. You know, I normally order things to time so they show up on Wednesday, hopefully Thursday at the latest, from our distributors, because it's usually a 2-day ship from that 3-letter shipper. I won't say anything more about that, but they're good. I know things happen this time of year. But this one, Wednesday came and went. There was no shipment. Thursday, no shipment. And when I checked the tracking, it simply said label created. So I'm sharing a little bit of inside info with you guys on what happened here, because it's kind of amazing. It was a Festivus miracle, because it's not Christmas yet. So we'll call it a Festivus miracle at this point. So Friday comes around, and both my rep, Ken, you guys have met him on our YouTube channel before, and I were getting a little nervous that it never updated, and we thought that there was some sort of snafu with the scanning and pickup of the package from UPS. So we basically just said, okay, it's missing. We'll cancel it out. We'll try to get as many of the other things that were in the shipment replaced as possible. There were a couple that we couldn't, but we're working on that. So that was it. I thought it was just in the ether and it was never going to show back up. And so we replace it and move on. Sunday evening or Monday morning, one of those two this week, I get an email from out of the blue from a random gentleman saying that he just received a large box of records from UPS. And in opening them and looking through them, he found the invoice from our supplier, and it had our store's name on it. And he tracked my email down via that invoice. And now, first and foremost, tremendous amount of honesty on this guy's part to get this back to us. But he also wanted to make sure that it wasn't some sort of scam, like some wicked Columbia Record Club gone awry, where he gets a box of records. And I'm talking again, it was a lot of records. So we started an email dialogue. I told him, as a matter of fact, this was not a scam. I asked where he was. We tried to figure out how he got a hold of this shipment. We brought Ken in on this from our distributor to figure out what has to happen next. Turns out this gentleman is in Los Angeles, California. And what we thought originally was just kind of a case of a swapped label on UPS part, where I got his stuff, he gets ours. Turned out not to be the case, because I never got anything addressed to this gentleman. So out of the clear blue, poof, the label changed over. They shipped him a large amount of records, a few big box sets in there too. And this guy was actually just decent and kind enough to contact me, reach out and say, hey, I think these are yours. So we got this worked out. Our supplier facilitated a return, so this guy didn't have to pay for any of the return shipment. And he was kind enough to drop that back into UPS, and hopefully it'll get back to our folks at Ingram, and all will be well. Now, we did receive a replacement shipment for all but 2 of the things, and I've contacted a couple of the people that were involved in that, and we're working that out to try to get things back to them. But yeah, it's absolutely just kind of a great thing to know, especially this time of year, that we've got some decent folks, and they're willing to go that extra mile in Los Angeles of all places, and get us back some of the things that we're missing. So it's very, very cool to know. Yeah, I want to air some grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. We'll go from there. Rick saying greetings from downtown Midland. Yes, Rick is in town from the west side. Number one Rush fan. Good morning to you, sir. Gary, good morning as well. Thanks for being here. And yes, I agree. There are still some good people in this world. That's just, it's very heartwarming to know, because quite frankly, it was, as I mentioned, it was a lot of records, and it could have gone the other way. And Jordan, yep, maybe this guy will. It didn't sound like he was into record collecting, and that, I don't want to say, but he was still honest enough to bring them back, even if he was a record collector. I know a lot of record collectors would have gone, but again, owing on to the decency of people, and he would have gotten that back. I'm sure everybody would have been cool on that. And Derek, good morning, all of you guys and music lovers as well. So cool about that. I'm happy. I'm thankful that happened, and we are good to go. And so basically last week I got a double shipment. We got a lot of new vinyl in, as you guys saw in the vinyl drop yesterday. Check the video out if you have not had a chance to do so. A couple of housekeeping things. You have now 3 store days left to toss your name into the box here for a chance to win the 12 albums of Christmas from us here at Radio Wasteland and our good friends over at Wheels 1045. There's a lot of entries. It sounds odd, but there's a lot of entries in here. Go back and check the video out that Stan and I did about a week or two back about what those 12 albums are, but they're 12 new and sealed reissues of classic rock albums, the 12 albums we deemed the ones to have. You could kind of even consider that a starter collection for those of you looking to get in vinyl, because it's got a lot of the important ones on there. So we'll take names today, tomorrow, and next Wednesday. Again, we're closed Mondays and Tuesdays. No purchase necessary. Just come drop your name in the bucket and we will draw that. So Stan will be here Thursday morning, and we are going to draw that winner for these 12 albums and notify the people and do all the things in that way. So again, you've got yourself 3 store days: today, Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday, and then next Wednesday when we open back up for the week to get your name in on this goodness. So there we go. Okay, one other thing, and I'm pretty sure Kim's not watching, so just in case she is there. We have the ability. I'm hesitant to say this because I don't like ordering these things, but we do get Funko Pops from time to time. I know vinyl collecting is rough enough, and there's a lot of music related Funko Pop stuff out there. But there was one, and you guys know I've got a Rush Funko Pop set from a few years back. They released another one, and whenever we order Funko Pops, I usually try to get them 1 or 2 at a time, and they end up getting damaged in the record boxes. So because I wanted to get this Funko Pop from Rush, it's an exit stage left with the Funko Pop woman, I forget her name, holding on to the curtain in this little display. I wanted one for my shelf, and just to be safe, I ordered a case of them. So we've already got 1 sold and 1 on hold. That means I've got 3 of these things left. If you're a Rush fan and or Funko Pop fan, let me know. They're $20 a piece, and I've got them here if you want one. And again, I don't like to make it a deal about ordering Funko Pops because it's a lot more trouble than it's worth sometimes, especially popping them in 1 or 2 at a time. But there we go from there. DK in GB mentally putting his name in the box. We'll see about that. Denny over on the side. Good morning to you, sir, and have a great day as well. Okay, so on to the stuff that we did get. A couple of new releases still in the offing. 1 copy of John Lee Hooker's The Healer. This is such a great album. This was, I think he won a Grammy, I think I mentioned on this. But lots of musical guests on here, including Santana, Bonnie Raitt, Robert Cray, Canned Heat, Los Lobos, George Thorogood, Charlie Musselwhite. So that is a great collaborative album with John Lee Hooker in there. A couple from Bauhaus. Some great stuff harkening back to my college radio days. Bela Lugosi's. Did I say that? I don't think Bela Lugosi is on either of these. But Third Uncle is as well. So we've got The Sky's Gone Out and Burning from the Inside. A couple of great Bauhaus albums. These are just on black vinyl, no color vinyl variant, but we got a couple each of those. Thoroughly enjoying my Bauhaus now that I can play those in there as well. Oops. Kim chimes in at Doc Jumping Dog. She heard that. Oops. Okay. Better late than never. We had a lot of people order Warrant's Cherry Pie. This is a Music on Vinyl reissue. I don't think we talked about it on the upcoming vinyl show because these things are tricky to get. I did get a good shipment about 2 weeks after release date. This is the only one that wasn't accounted for. It's a 2000 limited number 2000 individually numbered copies on black and silver marbled vinyl. So this one that we have left is number 993. It is the only one, and there will be no more because it's music on vinyl. That one is a get while you get. Reissued, or restocked rather, on some of the Lindsey Sterling's, her new Snow Waltz Christmas album, winter album, sorry, on through there. This one is the one that has a limited edition paper ornament inside. A couple of these in-house if you were into the Lindsey Sterling. And we've got some of the older Lindsey Sterling winter stuff as well. Okay, this, you guys all know Nirvana's Nevermind. A while ago, like last summer, we got the news that they were increasing the price of vinyl across the board from a bunch of our distributors, usually UMG. I bought a lot of these just to have so we could offer them still at the lower price. That has now run out. This one is now reflective of the price increase. It went up by about $6 here at the store, but we do still have them, and we ran through that supply from back in the summer. So other ones, we've got a Record Store Day, Aerosmith. The road starts here. Heard a lot of good things about this. Some very cool early Aerosmith. And on the restock front, we got a couple of Michigan, Five Finger Death Punch not, but another copy of the Black Dahlia Murder, Abysmal. So some headbanger stuff there for you guys looking at that. We got a copy of Van Weezer in Arctic Monkeys AM, a copy of No Doubt's Tragic Kingdom. So yeah, a lot of cool stuff popping in that we haven't had available for a while. So we got them here. This one is a neat one. I don't know if you saw this in the video, but it's Toto's 4 album. This, of course, is the one with Rosanna and Africa on there. This is on a 40th anniversary Bloodshot vinyl. It looks pretty cool. I've not opened it, but I saw the picture. Looks like a neat one. I've got one of those. Still have the Gil Scott-Heron, and we did get another copy of Marvin Gaye's What's Going On. This one is the double LP pressed on 180-gram vinyl, original gatefold package with lyrics, and a bonus LP featuring rare cuts making their vinyl debut. This came out a little while back. Fantastic album, must have, I think, for a lot of folks in their vinyl collections. Okay, a couple of other things to mention from the drop video yesterday. If you've not seen them, there were 2 things that popped by pretty quickly, and I just wanted to highlight them in case you couldn't tell what they were, because you probably didn't. This, we did get a test pressing, and if you can't quite see this, this is Diane Carroll and Duke Ellington Orchestra, a tribute to Ethel Waters. I can look the year up on this. Oh, no, it's 1978. But it is a test pressing, which is always kind of cool to have. Not a tremendously valuable one, but still kind of a unique thing. So Diane Carroll and Duke Ellington and test pressing. And then this one, this is a Taiwanese pressing of Dusty Springfield's Golden Hits. And let me pull it out of here, because if you've ever seen the Taiwanese, they are flimsy on the jacket side and not very good on the vinyl side, but still kind of a cool collectible to have if you are curious about these Taiwanese. I'm not sure if this one is a boot. I think it is, as is the case with most Taiwanese pressings. So we'll go from there. Okay, I've been talking a lot. And finally, if you get a chance, we still have a lot of Christmas albums out, including a whole bunch, 2 boxfuls of our Dollar Bin Christmas. Come on in, dig through those. It's affordable. It's fun. Where else are you going to find an album like the 1969 Creston High School Choirs proudly presenting Let There Be Peace, other than our Christmas Dollar Bin? Where is Creston High School, you may ask? I don't know. It doesn't say anywhere on here. It does it on the album. Oh, no, Sound Associates from Grand Rapids. I don't think that's where this is. It could be. I don't know. Creston High School. But there's a lot of Dollar Bin Christmas in there. Come get your Christmas on, and very affordable. So Pat says he loves Lindsey, talking about Sterling indeed. Chris saying, hey, good morning to you, sir, as well. Gary chiming in, no doubt is a good record. No doubt that it is. Oh, and Rick does. Oh, that is Grand Rapids. How about that? Creston High School. You want me to save this for you just so you've kind of got that there? But yes, Creston High School in Grand Rapids. So Michigan related. Thank you for chiming in on that, Rick. All right, we are up on time. I'm going to get the vinyl spinning. The door is open. The lights turned on. The lava lamps are already warming up. And we are going to get our day started. Got that. Thank you, Rick. So if you want to stop by and see us, we're at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. We will be open from now until 6 p.m. tonight, and tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon until 5 p.m. Closed on Monday and Tuesday, back at it on Wednesday. Don't forget, today, Sunday, and Wednesday, your last 3 chances to get registered to win those 12 albums of Christmas from us here and our friends at Wheels 104.5 FM. All right, you folks have a great one. Stop by to say hey today, do some digging, and we'll have some fun with it. Until then, we will talk to you next time from Radio Wasteland Records. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and watch out for our upcoming releases video later on this afternoon. You guys have a great one. Thanks again for watching.